February is obviously a month that is known for romance, but are there any new cozy games coming this month that you might just fall in love with? Today I'm excited to share with you my favourite picks of the new cozy games releasing in February 2025. Don't forget to let me know in the comments which ones you're most excited for, but let's get into this list. The first game on my list is Relaxing Fields. This is a short and sweet idle game all about farming to earn money so that you can decorate. I'm not normally one to recommend idle games, but this one kind of looks like a super simple farming game that does have adorable pixel graphics, so it might be a good one to pick up if you just want something small. As with any farming game, you'll be able to grow and harvest crops, but like other idle games, you'll be able to hire people to help you out, so you'll have lots of little farmers running around gathering your crops. On your farm, you may also come across some treasure as well, and then you can use this to buy even more decorations from the shop. Relaxing Fields will be releasing on PC on the 3rd of February. At number 2, we have a whimsical hidden object game called Little Adventurer Treasure Hunt. The goal in this game is to help your alien friends who have found themselves stranded on Earth. To assist them, you will have to locate a variety of items that have all been scattered through a number of different scenes. I really love the art style here, and it reminds me a lot of a children's book, which just makes it feel really wholesome. You'll be able to find this game on Steam, and it will be available from the 3rd of February. Patience is definitely an art form, and the game While Waiting has taken the idea of patience and given it a humorous twist in this latest game. In the game, you will encounter a variety of different scenes, all revolving around the mundane task of waiting. Whether you find yourself waiting for the toilet or perhaps an elevator, this game's story will provide players with a light-hearted take on the daily activity. Although this is comedic, you may also find your thoughts being provoked, as this is definitely a task that we all take for granted. To keep you entertained, the game is filled with Easter eggs, and you'll find some surprises and hidden elements scattered throughout. While Waiting is coming to the Switch and PC on the 5th of February, and if you're quick, the demo is still live on Steam now. At number 4, we have a unique take on a management RPG. This is Keep Driving, and this will be the perfect game if you have ever dreamed of jumping in your car and just going for a very long road trip. The goal here is to reach the other side of the country so that you can attend a festival. However, the real story in the game is what happens along the way. You'll face a number of challenges, such as encountering hitchhikers who will have their own stories. You'll have to undergo car repairs and upgrades, and you may even face blocks in the road. Of course, a good road trip also needs a good soundtrack, and you'll be able to collect a mixture of indie songs on your travels. The game has multiple endings and different paths which can be chosen. Each playthrough should take between 1 and 4 hours, so it's great if you want to play in short sessions, but also want to get a sense of completion. Keep Driving will be released on February 6th. Whilst we're on the topic of short and sweet, this one is another narrative game, and this is Berry Berry Festival. This will be coming to PC on the 7th of February, and in this wholesome story, you will follow the adventures of a young girl who is trying to become the Berry Berry champion of the town's annual harvest festival. The aim of the game is to collect as many berries as possible, and you will come across some local residents who will also need a help with some tasks. This game looks really cute, and I really like the fact that it's going to be on the shorter side, so you can just pick it up, complete it, and then ta-da, you'll be done with it. So I really miss games like that. I feel I've been playing a lot of kind of long grindy games at the minute, so maybe we'll have to pick this one up and just finish it. On February 7th, Strange Alchemy is also coming to PC. This is a card game which incorporates exploration. You'll play as an alchemist who is suffering from a fatal illness. In order to find a cure, you must travel through the valley. Progression is made through cards, and you'll be able to craft potions to help you survive. There are also the occasional dangers, so you'll have to keep your wits about you. I really like the graphics here, and I do enjoy a good strategy game, so this one is definitely on my wish list for sure. From Nava is at number 7, and coincidentally it's also releasing on the 7th. This is a pixel art game all about uncovering the secrets of an abandoned research lab, and the goal is obviously to escape with your life. You will find a little bit of action here, as you'll be able to wield magic by using a seemingly normal pen to create special patterns. There will also be numerous puzzles to overcome, and some will have multiple solutions. In the 9 different areas and 5 secret rooms, you'll also encounter a variety of enemies, but be sure to keep your eyes open for keys and Polaroids, as these may be the solution to escaping from the lab. From Nava will be available on PC via Steam. On the 13th of February, Ambera will be coming to the Nintendo Switch. Pre-order for this game is now live on the eShop. This is a prehistoric life and shop management simulation game, and it did strongly remind me of Animal Crossing. I have put a fair few hours into this game. So there is lots of things to do in this game. There's lots of gathering of items, crafting, and unlocking homes for new residents, which is why I think it felt very familiar. The game does have decorating, but it is not a strong point of the game, unfortunately. The shop running mechanics were pretty straightforward, and you can display items for sale and you can also fulfill custom orders. I really did enjoy this kind of mechanic, having the shop being able to open it up. It kind of broke up having like the monotony of just running around, and it's a little bit of different gameplay. There's not many shop management games out there that I really enjoy. There is a story as well, but I wouldn't say it is an in-depth narrative. You get to kind of meet lots of residents, which is quite fun. I really hope this is a good port and it does perform well on the Switch. If you want to hear more of my thoughts about this game, I do have a full review on my channel if you're interested. Also coming to the Switch on the 13th is Echoes of the Plum Grove. I also have really enjoyed this game on PC, and I am excited for Switch players to be able to enjoy it too. This is a farming simulator at its core, but it does have quite a few unique features that really made it feel unique and kind of fresh. Visually, the graphics are very interesting as you have 2D characters. At first I was a little unsure about them, but they definitely grew on me over time. The time frame of this game is also historical, as it is set in colonial times, and that definitely brings with it a wide set of challenges which will test your survival skills, including illnesses. Aside from that, you will also get to experience a lot of other gameplay mechanics such as trading, crafting, foraging, fishing, mining, and lots more. PS, if you want to, you can also turn off the fishing minigame, which was a huge bonus for me as it was definitely not my favourite. There is also some other settings you can play around with, so if this is your first time picking up the game, I do highly recommend you check them out as well. The third game that is coming to consoles on the 13th of February is Tiny Terry's Turbo Trip, as this will be coming to the PS5 and the Nintendo Switch. This game was originally released last year on Steam and it has very good reviews. It will be the perfect game if you enjoy chaos and comedy, as the story follows Terry, who has the goal of launching himself into space with his brand new car. Set in the slightly odd town of Sprankle Water, there will be lots of delightful interactions, including digging holes, destroying cars, and catching insects. But obviously the main goal here is to find the turbo junk so that Terry can upgrade the capacity of his car and fulfill his dreams. This truly is the epitome of light-hearted fun. Another very fun and light-hearted game is releasing on the 14th of February. This is Date Everything, and obviously this will be the perfect game for Valentine's Day. Originally this was scheduled for the back end of 2024, however it was delayed, and fingers crossed it is worth the wait. As you may have guessed, this is a dating management game which features over 100 different characters, but these characters are a little different from those you will find on the average Tinder page. This is because you have received a gift of magical glasses called Datavators, and everything in your house comes alive and becomes, well, dateable. This definitely makes for some very interesting comedic characters, and be warned, there will be puns galore. All of the characters are fully voice acted, and there is lots of different endings and narratives to keep you entertained and keep you coming back for more. Date Everything will be available on PC, PS5, Xbox, and the Nintendo Switch. Sticking with that love theme is another game that is also releasing on Valentine's Day. This is After Love EP. This game comes from the developer of Coffee Talk, so you can expect some good storytelling here. The story of After Love EP spans over 28 days and nights as you follow a young musician called Rama who's preparing for a crucial gig. However, Rama is struggling with his mental health, friendships, and music after the death of his girlfriend more than a year ago. This game will feature side-scrolling exploration, rhythm games, and deep conversations with a variety of characters. I highly anticipate that this game will tug at some heartstrings, so be prepared for that. May get a little bit emotional with this one. Afterlove EP also has some really nice graphics. As you can see, they've been inspired by manga, and there is also an original soundtrack which has been created from an Indonesian indie band, which will hopefully deliver, and that is where the kind of developers are from as well. Afterlove EP will be available on PC, PS5, Xbox, and the Switch. The third game to be released on February 14th is Yours Truly. This is a platforming game with various challenges along the way, including solving puzzles, collecting things, and confronting bosses. But you'll not just be exploring the dreamlike world around you. The narrative in this game has some serious themes of being trapped in an unfulfilling life and following your dreams. By following the story and overcoming the platform challenges, you will hopefully ensure that the main protagonist, Liam, overcomes his negative emotions and makes his way home. Yours Truly will be available on PC. These story-driven games are coming in thick and fast this month, and at number 14 we have Lost Records Bloom and Rage Tape 1. This game has been brought to us by the creators of Life is Strange, so I have really high hopes that this will be really good. Lost Records Bloom and Rage is set between two different timelines, firstly in the summer of 1995 as we follow Swan and her three friends. However, an unexplained mysterious event takes place that destroys the friends' bond. 27 years later, the group reunite to try and piece together their memories of what happened on that fateful day. Just like Life is Strange, the choices you make here will matter. How you decide to react to the events will have consequences, so think before you intervene, speak, or maybe even ignore. Swan will also be able to use her trusty camcorder to record the summer's events. Maybe this will be the key to establishing what has happened. I guess we'll just have to play and find out. Lost Records Bloom and Rage will be available on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox. It is also worth noting that the second installment to the story will be coming on April 15th. At number 15, we have Cinnabunny. There are lots of cute life simulators, but what about one where you play as a bunny who just happens to run a bakery? Well, you can do just that as you move into Sugar Creek Burrows. While setting up your new home, you will need some new ingredients to make your recipes, so you'll have to cultivate the land and plant some crops. There will also be Easter eggs to forage, and once you have all of your ingredients, you'll be able to take them to your bakery and craft a variety of different recipes. This game isn't all about work though, there is definitely some fun to be had. There are other bunnies to befriend. You can also go bird watching to find over 30 different species. You will also find some mini games, and there are also mushrooms to collect. There's a wider range of native things to find here. Cinnabunny also works in couch co-op mode if you want to play with another person, and you'll be able to start your bunny adventures from the 19th of February. If you are feeling a little bit nostalgic and you want to try something retro, then you'll want to be aware of Marvins Day, which will be released onto the Switch on February 20th. This game reminds me a lot of my Game Boy Color back in the day, so it really does speak to my heart. This game is described as a silly pocket-sized adventure, and in the game you'll play as another bunny who is attempting to save the town's festival by helping your friends sign up for stalls. Along the story, you can also expect to find some mini games as well, just to break it up a little bit. If you're a PC player, this game is already available on Steam, so you can go and check it out on there. At number 16, we have On Your Tail. I've spoken about this game a lot. We don't have a definitive date yet, but it was scheduled for a release on the Switch this month. They have held off, and I wonder if that is because they have previously had to delay things and push things back. So do keep your eye on this. If it is something that you have been anticipating, maybe follow their social media and see what's happening. Also, fans of Good Pizza, Great Pizza, which is a great game on the Switch and also PC. It's really kind of like a chill simulation game where you're all about making pizzas. Well, the creators of that game have made a second game. This is Good Coffee, Great Coffee, and this will be coming to mobile devices at the end of the month. I'm really hopeful that we will see this coming over onto the PC and also onto the Switch. Maybe in the future we'll see that. We don't have any real updates at the moment. There isn't really a lot out there about this game, but if you are looking for a new mobile game, then go ahead, check this one out in the App Store. So there we have it. There are all the new games that are coming this month, the ones that I'm really excited for. Let me know in the comments which ones are your favourite, which one are you excited to come to the Switch, because there seem to be a lot of Switch releases this month, which is a little bit unexpected, but hey, there we go. Have a great February, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.